Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Blue Valley North High School as the Blue Valley North Mustangs take on the Bishop Miege Stags. And here come the Mustangs. The Mustangs are led by quarterback Henry Martin. Martin has a chance to break every quarterback record at North this year. He's chasing Graham Mertz in every category, and last season completed 70% of his passes. This should be a good one, and we're excited to get this one underway here at the Blue Valley District Athletic Complex. Aren't they extraordinary? We're going to get things underway here at Blue Valley North at the Blue Valley District Athletic Complex against Bishop Miege. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And welcome back as the coin toss is just about to get underway. The Mustangs are led by captains number 23, Alec Bauer, number 16, Henry Martin, number 57, Wanye Crofton, and number 4, Mackay Miller. You know, Mackay Miller had an extraordinary season last year, and he is committed to Missouri University. You know, I think he's truly one of the most talented wide receivers in the state of Kansas, and definitely in this Eastern Kansas League, where both these two teams play. This should be a good one for you, as the two teams are now making their way out to center field. Out there for Miege, we see number 55, Colin Keeney. He's one of the few seniors on this Miege offensive side. As mentioned, Colin Keeney, he's the left tackle starting for Miege today, and he's one of the few seniors, as they only have 3 seniors on the offensive side of the ball. Two on the line, and 1 as the running back, Jalen Birch. Last season was incredible for these young men, and it was the first time in a long time Miege had not won the 4A state championship. Well, things are going to get underway here just shortly, and we hope you stick around with us for this one. So it'll be Mustang ball to start the game, as Alonzo Morgan and Lucas Bullock are back to return for the Mustangs. Kicking off for Miege is going to be number 11, Stephen Neenan. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to fall here at the Eastern Kansas League. They're going to kick it off again from the same spot. Could have been wind interference. I'm very unsure what happened on that one, folks, but here we are. Fall football is back, folks, with a very lively student section here for the Mustangs. Their first sporting event they could go to since the whiteout game last week for soccer. The kick is up from Neenan. Alonzo Morgan's going to take that from the 2. Going to break to the left, but gets stopped up at the 11-yard line. So it'll be Mustang ball at the 11, first down and 10. Let's see what Henry Martin and this offense can come out and do. Martin's looking to throw, and he's got Cole Stratton on that one. Stratton's going to take it up to the 17-yard line there. It's going to be 2nd and 4 for the Mustangs. Mustangs coming out with 3 wide on the left. Fakes the handoff, and it's going to be a pass for Henry Martin, his 2nd of the game. That one is complete. That's going to be good for the first down, as they're going to have it at the 25-yard line. Correction, the 26-yard line for the Mustangs and Martin. So 2 passes, both complete for Martin, as he's going to now hand it off to his star running back, Lucas Bullock. Bullock's going to get around 4 yards on that one, as it's going to be now at the 30-yard line. Nope, they're going to mark him down at the 29. It's It's going to be 2nd and 7 for the Mustangs. Lining up in the same formation, 3 on the left, 1 on the right. Looks to be a jump there by the Stags. As the "you can't do that" chants are already starting from the Mustangs student section. That's going to move the Mustangs to a 2nd and 2. They're going to have it at the 34-yard line. Martin looking to pass. Airs it out deep. Pass intended for Mekhi Miller. And the Stags are right there waiting to swat that one away. Beautiful pass by Martin, but right into 2 Stag defenders, which is not what he wanted to do there. 3rd and 2nd for the Mustangs. Martin has completed 2 out of his 3 passes here today, with 1 rush to Lucas Bullock. There's some motion behind the line of scrimmage there for the Mustangs, as they're ultimately going to be in the same formation. They're going to take it with Bullock. He's going to break out to the right. He's at the 40, and he's going to go out around the 46-yard line. They're going to spot him at the 46-yard line, which is good for a Mustang first down. Beautiful running from Bullock today. You know, not necessarily the deepest runs, but he knows what to do and how to get through the gaps. He's doing what they need him to do here for the Mustangs, as it is 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Different formation here for the Mustangs. They're going to run 2 wide on the left and 2 on the near side, as Miege is showing some form of a cover 2. Miege in a cover 2. Pass! Intended for Mekhi Miller, and he's going to get the flag. Beautiful pass by Martin. Hits Mekhi in the hands, and I think they're going to call that one on Charles Cahalan, who's a senior safety for Miege. Beautiful pass by Martin, and almost a completion for Mekhi Miller there, as that's his 2nd target for Mekhi. With 10:24 left on the clock, the Mustangs are going to have the ball at the 39 for a 1st down and 10. The pass is complete to Jackson Goldberg. That's going to be good for 8 yards, as it's going to be 2nd and 3 now. You know, Jackson Goldberg was on the Blue Valley North Mustangs basketball team that won the 6A state championship game this year. He was very influential in that for the Mustangs this season. One of the best athletes at the school there, as Martin keeps it himself, but is going to get positive yardage. Looks to spot him as a gain of 3, maybe 2. This is an interesting spot here. They're going to call it a 1st down for the Mustangs. So it'll be 1st down for the Mustangs from the 28-yard line. So far, the Mustangs have been nothing but impressive here on the offensive side, moving slowly but surely down the field with these short gains, getting helped out by 2 defensive penalty calls. Pass complete. There's his completion to Mekhi Miller, as Miller's going to get pushed forward for a gain of 7, maybe 6 yards. Beautiful work by held up by the Mustangs. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, I think we're back. Sorry about that. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 here for the Mustangs. You missed a Bishop Miege field goal, as it is now 8-3 Mustangs. Second and 10 here for Henry Martin. You know, on that last drive, Mac Armstrong's arm strength, well, that's fitting, isn't it, Armstrong? Armstrong's arm strength really did impress me, as Martin drops back here, gets pressure on him. He's got Mekhi Miller Beautiful pass right from Henry Martin. That's going to be good for a gain of 34 yards for Henry Martin. He found his receiver, MU commit, Makai Miller. Wow, what a pass from Martin. Martin is showing his true arm strength in this one as he's aired it out for Makai multiple times, and he finally connected on that one. Miege may need to change up this defense here as Henry bobbled in the end zone by, I believe, Jackson Goldberg. Pass intended for him. He had two Stags right on him. Not much you can do in that situation as it's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Mustangs. All right, here we are, folks. 2nd and 10. Let's see what Martin and this offense can drop. Speaking of this offense, Adam Pummel, previous offensive coordinator, now has the... Oh, Martin gets pressure there. As he's found Adam Parks on that one. And that's going to be good for a first down for the Mustangs. As I was saying, Adam Pummel is now the new head coach as Andy Sims steps away from the Mustangs and moves on. But boy, is what Coach Pummel has done to this team incredible. He's a phenomenal leader and a phenomenal teacher on and off the field. Great guy to be around and a phenomenal person, and he just had a baby, so congratulations to Coach Pummel. But he's one of the smartest coaches I have ever seen draw up an offense as he's continuing to do that here for the Mustangs. As Henry Martin has Lucas Bullock there. That's going to be good for 8 yards as it's going to be 2nd and 2 for the Mustangs here. 2 minutes left here in this first quarter, 8-3 Mustangs. No one in the backfield with Martin here. A bit of a jump there by Miege, but I guess not enough. Did not make contact, so not going to get the offsides as Bullock moves back into the backfield. Correction, William Wallace moves back into the backfield. Sorry about that one, folks. They're going to run it with Wallace. Wallace is going to break to the left. Narrowly getting tackled by Miege. A beautiful diving tackle there by Miege. That's good for a Mustang first down, as it's going to be 1st and goal for the Mustangs from around the 4, around the 5, somewhere in between the 2 here for the Mustangs. I had the privilege of talking to quarterback coach Trenton Headland, and he said some great things about this team. He said losing seniors is always hard, but these current seniors who were juniors last year have been willing and more than willing to step up and do what must be done, as they are just incredible leaders here. He'd also like to thank the administration as Martin pass intended there in for the end zone for Cole Stratton as it's deflected by a Miege player and then bobbled by Stratton as he's hit in the back of the end zone. It's going to be 2nd and goal here from the same spot. Headland would also like to thank the incredible administration of Blue Valley North, Kelly Curley, Dr. Ostrowski, Coach Cox, and Dr. Stolpler, as they've just been incredible for this football team and really every student at Blue Valley North. So a huge thanks to them. As Graham Mertz drops back, he's getting some pressure as he sidearm slings it in like a baseball player as he finds Makai Miller for his 2nd touchdown pass to Makai. That one good for 4 yards. A beautiful little sidearm pass there from Martin. He's looking like Jackson Goldberg out there on the baseball field with that one. Mustangs staying out there to go for 2. Mustangs going for 2. The pass, beautiful play action pass as Cole Stratton is there for the 2-point conversion. So that is Martin to Makai for the 2nd time in the end zone. That one came beautifully on a sidearm sling right into him. Beautiful work by the Mustangs here. Let's see what they can continue to draw up and continue to do here on the defensive side of the ball. This defensive line with Mizell Law, Adam Parks, and Wanye Crofton is incredible. It's just incredible to watch. As last drive they had on defense, they clearly held Miege to a field goal with. And so we'll see what they can do again with 59 seconds left on the clock. Mustangs up 16-3. Thank you to the Blue Valley District for providing this incredible facility here at the Blue Valley District Athletic Complex on Schweitzer. The kick for the Mustangs from the 40-yard line. I believe, again, this is going to be P.J. McCallop and Jalen Birch back to receive there, as it does not go as deep as he thought. And Miege, whatever Miege player got clobbered there. Hit very hard at the 37-yard line there. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Miege from there. So 16-3 the Mustangs. 2 touchdowns for the Mustangs come on both passes from Henry Martin to Makai Miller, both from inside the red zone. And now we've got the Stags. Let's see what they can draw up on offense. This is a very young Bishop Miege team here. They didn't get to play together a ton last season, as they played only 8 games compared to a normal season because of COVID-19. As Mac Armstrong takes the snap, that's going to be a handoff to number 24, Jalen Birch, who was back out on the field after his hard hit earlier. That's going to be good for 8 yards for Birch. That's going to be another run by Jalen Birch. This one's going to be good for 2. Are they going to give him the first? Let's find out, folks. They're not. Yes, no. No, they are not, folks. Sorry about that confusion. It's going to be 3rd and inches here for Miege, with 10 seconds left on the game clock in this last quarter. I don't think they'll get a snap off before the end of the quarter, but maybe they'll try here. 3, 2. There's going to be a flag called. Not 100% sure what that flag call was about, folks, but I will keep you updated as I find out. But we are now in between the first 2 quarters. After 1 quarter, Mustangs are up 16-3. Miege will come out with the ball on the 46-yard line with 3rd and inches for them. Play 12-minute quarters here at the high school level as opposed to the 15 of NFL and college. Speaking of college football, boy, am I excited for that to be back this weekend. As many of these Mustangs have very bright futures in possible college teams, and even a former Mustang who will be hopefully taking the field this season for Wisconsin, Graham Mertz, one of the greatest, well, the so far greatest quarterback to come out of Blue Valley North, is outstanding. So it'll be fun to see what he can do with this Badger offense this season. Mac Armstrong's gonna have the pass complete there to number 89, Dagan Jensen. I think there could be a horse collar here, maybe a face mask called as he gets taken down at around the 35-yard line. They're going to call face mask on the Mustangs, as wasn't necessarily the cleanest tackle there for the Mustangs. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Miege from from the 22-yard line, as that brought them deep into the red zone. Not exactly what the Mustangs wanted to do there, but what can you do about it? Miege is coached by John Holmes. It's his 10th season as the head coach and his 18th season with this team overall. Armstrong is going to find number 19, Tommy Wright, there with that completion, as they're going to give him to the 16-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 5, gain of 6, 2nd and 4 here. Armstrong back there with Jalen Birch behind the line as they're going to hand it off to Birch. He breaks the Mustang tackle and gets to the outside edge. Not what the Mustangs wanted to do there, as he gets pushed out of bounds by Alonzo Morgan at around the 7-yard line. But there is a flag on the play, folks. There is a flag. Could be a late hit out of bounds there for the Mustangs. Or it could be an offensive holding call. Not sure what they're going to call here. They are going to call it on the Mustangs. Late hit out of bounds. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 4 or 5 yard line. This Bishop Miege team is also coached by Tim Grunhard. You may know him from working at 810 Sports and Union Broadcasting, or as the former Chiefs center. Played there for many years, and this is his 11th year with Miege. It's going to be a run up the middle by Aiden Wing there for the Mustangs. For the Stags. Apologies, folks. Alonzo Morgan, they're going to credit the tackle to on that one, as it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 2. Armstrong going to hand it off again there to Jalen Birch. They're going to give him a touchdown there with a 2-yard run for Jalen Birch as he gets his first touchdown for the Stags. That's going to make the score 16-9, as they are going to send out an extra point team. So this is going to be Steven Neenan back to kick this off with Armstrong holding for him. Mac Armstrong there. The kick is up and tipped by the Mustangs. Deflected. Starts a bit of a weird spin, but that does not matter ultimately, as it went straight through the uprights. That's going to make it 16-10 here. Boy, is it great to see this outstanding support from the student section at Blue Valley North. You know, many of these kids, some freshmen, well, obviously the freshmen haven't been able to attend a game as a fan, but these sophomores have never been able to attend games as Mustang students and fans. They've obviously attended games, some of them, but none of them as students of Blue Valley North, as fans were not really allowed last season due to COVID, had to be let in with family, and so it's really great to see a lively student section out here with the rock and roll theme. Lucas Bullock back with Alonzo Morgan. It's going to go to Morgan. He's going to take it at the 1 and drop it. He's going to muff the kick. And it's going to get swallowed up at the 4-yard line. That is not what the Mustangs wanted to do after coming off of a bit of a defensive struggle drive there. Let's see what this offense can draw up, as they've only drawn up success so far. So let's see what Henry Martin can do, see if they can keep a level head and come out and play strong here. These two teams playing in the hardest league, one of the hardest leagues that there is in the state, the Eastern Kansas League. As Martin finds, oh my goodness, he's got Cole Stratton there, who's going to complete that pass at around the 41-yard line. That's going to make it a gain of 37 yards for the Mustangs. What an incredible pass from Martin to Stratton there. As I was mentioning, the Eastern Kansas League is the hardest league for pretty much any sport in the state of Kansas, and it's up there for one of the toughest leagues in the country, as there is talent all around the league. You have all Blue Valley schools, Southwest High, North, Northwest, West, Bishop Miege, St. Thomas Aquinas, and St. James, rounding out the Eastern Kansas League. Those 8 teams are really all tough competitors every week, and it's really fun to watch them. As Martin gets caught behind the line, but he's going to scramble it and keep it himself. There's going to be a flag there as Martin takes it for 9 yards. Could be a face mask here on Martin. Unaware, though. Could be a defensive penalty call. Players are acting like it is a defensive penalty call here. Personal foul, face mask on the defense, not on Martin, actually. So that's going to bring the Mustangs to the 35-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 for them from there, as 15 yards got tacked on to the end of that Henry Martin run there for 9 yards. As we've seen, Martin can throw. I didn't know he could run like that, but I guess he can. The pocket's going to collapse, and Martin's going to beautiful pass there. Intended for Jackson Goldberg, but you know what? It's okay, folks. So after that incompletion, it's going to be 2nd and 10 here for Henry Martin. The pocket truly collapsed on that one because, as mentioned earlier, this offensive line is not as experienced. They lost those seniors who had played, not necessarily played, but been on the team for 3. Many of them have been on the team for 3 state championship games, and they lost all of that experience. Martin, just a freshman when he played under Graham Mertz, as that pass is intended for Lucas Bullock. It's going to be 3rd and 10 here for the Mustangs. Let's see what they can draw up on this scary 3rd down here. It's going to be a tough situation. Let's see what they can accomplish. I expect good things out of this Mustang team here on this 3rd down, as Henry Martin has shown nothing but strength and resilience. Let's see what he can continue to do. 3rd and 10 from the 35. 9:12 left on the clock. Martin's going to drop back as the pocket collapses again, and he's going to find Cole Stratton once again. Good for a 1st down. As mentioned, Henry Martin's not scared. Henry Martin has no reason to be scared with an arm like that. Beautiful pass by Martin to Cole Stratton. It's going to be good for a Mustang 1st down. They're going to have the ball at the 23-yard line. 1st and 10. They've got Lucas Bullock in the backfield there. Cole Stratton and Mackay Miller on the near side, and I believe on the far side is Jackson Goldberg. As the Mustangs are going to run it up the gut, right up the middle there. Lucas Bullock running that one, I believe, good for around 5 yards. Let's see where they spot it. Around good for 5 yards. 2nd and 5 for the Mustangs here from their own 19-yard line. Now they're in the red zone. Pass completed to Lucas Bullock. He's going to take it. He spins right into the end zone. Gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Mustang touchdown. Beautiful pass by Martin to Lucas Bullock there. And Bullock dodging the Miege defenders there. Not sure how he managed to score on that one, as he plowed through every single Miege defender, it felt like there, as Bullock takes it into the end zone. That's Henry Martin's third passing touchdown. That's Bullock's first receiving touchdown. They're going to go for two here. Same formation. They're going to hand it off to Bullock, who's easily going to run that right in there. So Lucas Bullock scores the touchdown and gets the 2-point conversion. And just like that, the Mustangs are up 24-10 with 7:51 left in the half. Beautiful work here by the Mustangs. So just like that, folks, we're back. Not necessarily Friday night lights, but Thursday night lights here at the Blue Valley District Athletic Complex. And I believe this is going to be P.J. McCallop and Jalen Birch once again back to receive for Miege. Let's see where the kick will go this time. It's going to go to McCallop, who's going to fumble it a little bit as that ball had some weird bounce. Oh, the stiff arm by McCallop. He's going to take this. He's at the 30. Going to take it. He's still up on his feet after 3 Mustangs are on him, and he's finally brought down at around the 37-yard line. Oh, my goodness, P.J. McCallop. Beautiful run on that one. Did not expect him to be able to stay on his feet after he bobbled that snap like that. Way to not get into his own head and continue down the field. So last season, Bishop Miege lost the 4A state championship game to St. James. It was a really nail-biter. Went into overtime. One of the most exciting high school football games I've ever watched, as St. James pulled it out and ended up winning the 4A state championship. This is the first time, that was the first time since 2014 that Miege lost the state championship game. They have been state champs since then. Jalen Birch is going to run backwards quite a few yards and then end up running forwards there. That's going to get him around 2 yards, maybe 3. Trying to get around the Mustang defenders. Sort of worked out for him here, as it's going to be 2nd and 7. Mac Armstrong's going to keep it, and he is brought down in the backfield. He's brought down by Ty Farrington. Ty Farrington sacks the quarterback, and that's going to be a very big loss. 3rd down and 14, a loss of 7 yards for the Stags there. Ty Farrington competed at the state championship level in wrestling last year for the Mustangs. And boy, is he incredible. Great senior leadership from him. 5'11", 210. Farrington, a great linebacker to have out there as he gets in the backfield and brings Armstrong down. This offensive line here for Miege is incredibly young. They're really young on a very all-around on offense. They've got 2 sophomores starting for them. That's going to be their left guard and right tackle. Both sophomores starting for them. And then their seniors, as mentioned, their right guard and left tackle and Colin Keeney. And Jalen Birch, obviously, behind the line. Everyone else on the field is a junior. Their quarterback, all their wide receivers that start, and their tight end are all juniors. So a very young team with talent. And obviously, it's only the first game of the season, so it's going to take a bit to get back to where they were. You know, it's got to be hard losing 7 seniors that start on offense and having to replace all of them. As Armstrong drops back, pocket collapses immediately. He's going to air it out deep, and that's an interception! Interception by Alonzo Morgan! Beautiful interception by Alonzo Morgan there as he picks that ball right out of thin air, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. Let's see what this flag is about. And let's hope it is not something on the Mustangs here, as that was a beautiful interception. So, after that beautiful interception, out comes the Mustang offense. That was exactly what the Mustangs needed there. I believe the penalty was taunting of some form, not 100% certain, as it is hard to hear the referee mic from up here, but it is going to be first down for the Mustangs here. 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line. 48-yard line. Apologies. Martin's got Bullock in the backfield. No, correction. Martin's got William Wallace in the backfield, I believe, is who that is. As Wallace is going to, beautiful pass from Martin to Wallace, and that's going to be good. That's good for another Mustang first down, and an incredible gain there by Henry Martin to William Wallace. Wallace is a junior at 6 feet tall, 188, coming out here, playing beautifully. Playing great out of the backfield when they need to utilize Lucas Bullock at wide receiver, or when, you know, Bullock needs a break. Martin's going to drop back. He's got Mackay open on the right side, but he looks deeper for Jackson Goldberg. Going to be an incomplete pass to Goldberg as he looking to air it out there. Martin not getting the pass that he needed. Could have gone short over to Mackay Miller, but chose to go deep. Henry Martin's leadership is incredible. And as mentioned, Lucas Bullock is getting some strong Ivy League attention here. You know, could go play college in the Ivy League. Martin, pass complete to Bullock. Speaking of Bullock, he picks up 11 yards. That's going to be good for a Mustang first down. They're going to have the ball now at the 25-yard line here. Maybe they'll spot him at the 24, but 25, I believe. 24-yard line, apologies. Man, I am off tonight. They're going to have 3 wide on the right as the pass is complete to William Wallace out of the backfield. He's going to get swallowed up behind the line for a loss of 5 yards. Correction, not a loss of 5 yards. Don't know where my brain was at. A loss of 1 yard there for William Wallace. So let's see what Martin can do here on this 2nd and 12. It's going to be a tough one for Henry Martin, but earlier we saw him on that 3rd and 16 get out of it beautifully. So let's see what happens here. They're going to hand it off to Wallace, who's going to break through the middle and break through the Stag defense as he takes it up to the 10-yard line. Beautiful gain of 16 yards. They're going to give him at the 11, 15 yards there. I believe that was around 7 or 8 yards after contact. Beautiful run there by Wallace. He could have been swallowed up there by 4 Stag defenders, but he powered through, continued to push. We've still got Wallace in the backfield. They're playing Bullock out of the wide receiver position. They're going to hand it off to Wallace again. That's going to be a gain of 4 yards, I believe. I believe they're going to give him 4 yards on that one, as it's going to be 2nd and 6. Lucas Bullock playing wide receiver here and playing William Wallace out of the backfield clearly is a great decision for the Mustangs, as Wallace has carried the Mustangs down the field on that short little shovel pass from Martin that he got a ton of yards on, and then that beautiful run to the 10. And then another run there as Martin drops back. Runs out to the right. And that's good for a Mustang. Touchdown! Henry Martin. Another pass. The pass is complete to Jackson Goldberg, his first touchdown, as that is Henry Martin's 4th passing touchdown of the game. What an incredible quarterback the Mustangs have here in Henry Martin. That's 4 for him. So Jackson Goldberg can add that touchdown to his 2-point conversion that he had earlier in the contest. And Henry Martin can add that to his already 3, but now 4 passing touchdowns. Mustangs have yet to run the ball into the end zone for a touchdown. But have run it in for a two-point conversion, as Lucas Bullock did that. As the Mustangs are going to take a timeout here to rethink what's going to happen on this 2-point conversion. As mentioned, Jackson Goldberg last season, he had an incredible game against Blue Valley Northwest here at the DAC. As a sophomore, he had some incredible playing time and had an amazing game with over 100 yards, but broke his foot very bad and had to step out the rest of the season as he, well, obviously broke his foot. But then he came back for the basketball season for the Mustangs, was able to complete this incredible pass in that state championship game. It was a beautiful baseball pass all the way across the court to Kernan Bundy, who put the ball right in the hoop when the Mustangs needed it most. And that, without that, I don't know if the Mustangs would have won that 6A state championship game. So an incredible basketball player, a great football player, and did I mention he also plays baseball? Phenomenal baseball player for the Mustangs, as he had a great season last year for the Mustangs as a sophomore. It was his first baseball season, as his freshman year, the season was cut short and didn't get to happen due to COVID. It was his first baseball season, and he started and played incredibly. One of the best athletes they have at Blue Valley North. As Martin drops back there for this 2-point conversion, they're going to call it good there, as he finds Jackson Goldberg once again. So Jackson Goldberg gets a touchdown reception and then a 2-point conversion reception, which is exactly what the Mustangs needed there to make the score 32-10. This Mustang student section is incredible to watch, as there are many people out here tonight to support the Mustangs. Almost as many as probably more than came out to the whiteout game for soccer the other night against Blue Valley Northwest. An incredible crowd that they had there at that. Once again, it's going to be McCallop and Birch back to receive for the Stags. As on that last kickoff, McCallop had a beautiful run that started that drive off well for the Stags, but then ultimately got swallowed up by that North defense and that incredible sack from Ty Farrington. The kick is there. McCallop's going to take it again, bobbles it into his own hands, but he's going to break free to the side. Fumble! Fumble on the play! Fumble caused by Alonzo Morgan. Beautiful tackle there by Alonzo Morgan. That's going to be Mustang ball. So Alonzo Morgan has an interception and causing a fumble, as we have a Stag down on the field. He got hit very hard on that tackle by Alonzo Morgan, and we'll see who this. I can't tell who this is, but it does not look to be good, as he is not moving. I think it's his knees. He's holding his knee out there. Does not look good. Let's hope this isn't McCallum, as he has been very, very good for the Mustangs. For the Stags. Apologies. Been very good for the Stags on their kickoff returns. So let's see what happens here. And he's been okay on the defensive side. They've got 3 trainers out there taking a look at him, as this is not good for his knee. Hasn't got up yet. Hasn't sat up yet. Still laying down. He looks like he's able to bend it a tiny bit, which is a great sign. But still, this is a scary thing that you don't want to see, especially this early in the season, with it being the first game of the season. Our hearts go out to this Stag player. I believe it's PJ McCallum, but I could be wrong about that. They're going to help him up onto his feet here. And he's going to walk off here with the support of quite a few people. Correct, that is PJ McCallum, number 1. We're glad to see him walk off the field there, especially since this is the first game of the season for the Stags. You hate to see a player go down, especially in the first game. The Stags' assistant head coach and the passing coordinator is Travis Grostadier, who's been with the team for 10 years, and he's phenomenal. Oh, correction, folks. They're going to call that fumble by Alonzo Morgan not a forced fumble, as the Mustangs are still going to be out here on defense. I guess he was down first, as they're going to hand the ball off here. Ball's handed off to Jalen Birch. He's going to get a gain of 3 yards on that one. They're going to give him 2, 2nd and 8 here for Birch. 2nd and 8 here for the Stags, not Birch. Oh, Birch and the Stags, I guess. So after that break, let's see what the Stags cooked up here on offense. Let's see if their mindset is cleared and see what they can do. Pocket collapses as Armstrong's going to run out left. Mac's going to be forced to keep it himself, and that's going to be good for around a yard or 2, as it's going to be 3rd and 6 now. I believe that was Ty Farrington again coming up big with the tackle. I could be wrong about that one, folks, though, so don't quote me on it. So 3rd and 6. Let's see what Armstrong can cook up with that strong arm. And he's going to use that strong arm as he's going to find his... Oh, my goodness. He's going to find his receiver. Number 10, Rohan Poots, his star receiver. But, oh, my goodness, did he get hit hard. Was one of those, caught the ball, and Mustangs are right there ready for him. But it's going to be good for a Stags first down on that pass to Poots. Last season, as mentioned, 31 catches with 570 yards and 7 touchdowns. It's going to be good for a gain of 2 here. It's going to be 2nd and 8 to the Stags. 32-10, 2:30 left in the rest of this first half here. They're going to line up with one in the backfield right behind Armstrong. They're going to fake the pass, play action. And Armstrong cannot throw that one away, as Wanye Crofton is there for the sack. Wanye Crofton swallows him up behind the line. What a beautiful execution there by the Mustangs. It's going to make it 3rd and 16. They lost 8 yards on that one as they've now got 16 yards to go on this. You know, the Mustangs had a 3rd and 16 a couple drives ago, and you saw Henry Martin air the ball out and do exactly what Henry Martin does, and in that drive, in a touchdown for the Mustangs. All right, let's see what happens here, folks. All right, here we are, folks. Going to start the clock here. 2:12 left on it. Oh! Beautiful sack there! Incredible work for the Mustangs. Julius Jenkins gets behind the line and sacks him for a huge loss. It's going to be 4th down and quite a bit here for the Stags, as they're going to have no choice but to punt this one away. That's Jenkins' first sack of the game and, well, obviously of the season. That's the team's 3rd sack this game. So Jackson Goldberg's going to be back to return this one for the Mustangs. Punt did not go as deep as Goldberg intended, as number 20 for the Stags, which is going to be Jack Baird. He's going to down the ball at the 49-yard line for the Mustangs. So 1:57 left here for the Mustangs as Henry Martin comes out to see what Henry Martin can do. So far, he's got 4 passing touchdowns and I believe 3 two-point conversions that have been passes. One was a rush by Lucas Bullock right into the end zone. So let's see what he does as he's got Lucas Bullock back there in the backfield with him. Henry Martin is one of the most overlooked quarterbacks when it comes to college because, you know, he comes out and does this and airs it out just like that for Cole Stratton. It's going to be good for a Mustang touchdown on a 51-yard pass from Henry Martin. Beautiful pass for Martin there. That's his 5th of the game. Holy cow, was that impressive. Henry Martin airs it out for a 51-yard touchdown pass, making the score 38-10. If the Mustangs can do this in the first half, let's see what they can continue to do in the second half. Oh my goodness. Martin's going to air it out there. Oh! Two-point conversion is no good as it's deflected. It's deflected there by Colin Williams, a senior leader here on that Stags defense. You know, at the half coming up, Miege is really going to have a deep talk here and decide what's been working for him and, well, what hasn't been working for him, and figure out how to fix what they can. Because this has not been a great opening for the Miege to their season. But Miege does have it in them to come out here and play very strong, so I'm very excited to see how they come out in the second half after that rest and after having that great talk. Thank you all for being here as we've got 1:50 left in the first half. At the halftime, we're going to take a tiny break, and then we will be back. So don't go anywhere, folks. Get the popcorn, go to the bathroom. We'll be right back in a little bit. Obviously, we're still playing football. It's going to be a return by the Stags to the 31-yard line. We did not see P.J. McCallop out there on that return as he got hurt earlier on that one return a couple drives ago. We do hope he's doing okay, and we'll keep you updated on his condition. 1:45 left here, 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line for the Stags. Beautiful play there by the Stags, which gets them what they needed, around 4 or 5 yards. You know, that's really all you need on a first down, but obviously hope for more. It's going to be 2nd and 5 for the Stags here. So they're going to have it at the 36-yard line. They're going to hand it off again. This one to David Garcia. Garcia's going to run it up the middle and get completely stopped by the Mustang defensive line as he's going to get around 2 yards on that one, as it's going to be 3rd and 4 with 1 minute and 8 seconds left here for the Stags. They've got to really march down the field. 64 yards in a minute. Let's see if they can do it. The pocket continues to collapse on Armstrong as the Mustangs continue to penetrate that offensive line, getting right through the gap there. They're going to give that one to Wanye Crofton as that is his 2nd sack of the game. Incredible job by Wanye Crofton. As Headland mentioned, Coach Headland, the quarterback coach, he mentioned that Wanye Crofton was added to this defensive line for that explosive quickness, as he just showed there. Ten seconds separate the play clock and game clock. Miege is going to call a timeout here with 10 seconds left in the half, as it's 38-10, Mustangs ahead. It's going to be 4th and 8 for Miege here with 10 seconds left. Goldberg was back to receive on that one. No, not the goalie, the football player. This Mustang team is truly incredible here as they're putting on a show with a 28-point difference between these two teams today. And folks, boy, does it feel like fall again. We've got football going on here at the District Athletic Complex with fans in the stands. The student section has been incredibly electric, and I'm sure it really helping out the Mustang boys. So Goldberg's back to receive. As a very nice punt there by Miege. Very shocked by that deep punt. Goldberg's going to take it. And he's going to gain around 7 or 8 yards there as there's time runs out on the first half. So that is 38-10. Mustangs ahead at the end of the first half. In another part of the Eastern Kansas League, volleyball, Blue Valley Northwest takes 2 sets in volleyball against Olathe East. And for Blue Valley North, Blue Valley West is playing Blue Valley North right now in soccer. The Jaguars have scored twice now, making the score 2-0, Blue Valley West ahead. Folks, we will be right back after this. 38-10 Mustangs. And folks, we're back as the Mustangs take the field here to do their warm-ups. People in the live stream asking if Mekhi Miller has had a good game so far. Oh my goodness, boy has he. Mekhi Miller has 2 touchdown receptions, both in the first quarter. Mekhi had an outstanding first quarter with 2 beautiful passes from Henry Martin. While Mekhi has been having a great game, Martin's really been spreading the wealth with this team with his 5 passing touchdowns. 2 to Mekhi, one of them to Jackson Goldberg, and one of them to Lucas Bullock, and one of them to Cole Stratton. The one to Cole Stratton was a 51-yard touchdown pass, one of the most beautiful passes I've ever seen at the high school level, and even better than some college quarterbacks I've seen. This Mustang team has shown what they truly can do as they're really kind of underdogs this season. I talked to Coach Trenton Headland, and he said that while they may be underdogs, they're taking it one game at a time. I asked him which game they're most nervous about this season, and his response, the next one. Taking this season at a very one-game-at-a-time approach, just looking forward to the next opponent. And what a great way for this team to start off this season. And that's the Mustangs offensively. While they have been incredible on the offensive side of the ball, they've also been amazing on the defensive side of the ball. Alonzo Morgan has 1 interception, and Wanye Crofton with 2 sacks. Ty Farrington with 1 sack. And it's been incredible. Julius Jenkins has a sack as well for the Mustangs. It's been truly incredible to watch this defense really go up against this Bishop Miege offense that's really young, take advantage of that, and get right back there to their quarterback, Mac Armstrong. It's getting a bit windy here at the Blue Valley District Athletic Complex, but it will pass. As the Mustangs are out here on the field with 1:30 left till the second half starts. 38-10 Mustangs. For Bishop Miege, they had a beautiful field goal by Steven Neenan, split right through the uprights. He's been a great kicker for them so far. And then they also had a touchdown from star running back Jalen Birch, who powered it right through the middle of the Blue Valley North defensive line. Right up the middle, right in for the touchdown on a beautiful run. Jalen Birch is one of the few seniors on this squad, as they have 3 starting seniors. Only 3. They lost 7 last season. Replaced them with these 3. That's just starting seniors that are on this team. Very young, very junior-heavy squad here. As on the defensive side of the ball with their starters, they only have 4 starters. 4 starters on the defensive side of the ball and 3 starters that are seniors. That's in total 7, compared to the 14 they lost last season in total. This is set to be one for the ages here for the Mustangs, as it is 38-10 starting the second half. Let's see where the rest of this can go, folks. Let's find out. The Stags are ready to take the field. I think the Mustangs are getting there. The Mustangs have yet to kick an extra point attempt. They're taking the 2-point conversion approach, which they've completed successfully every time except one, when it was batted down by the defense of Bishop Miege. So back to return this one is going to be number 20 for Miege. And number 24, Jalen Birch. PJ McCallop, their other star kick returner, had a nasty hit there earlier as it's squibbed right up the middle there. Bobbled there, but recovered by the Stags. That's going to be number 20, who is Jack Baird. Baird is a sophomore at 5'7", 147. So out comes Mac Armstrong and his offense. Let's see what they can continue to do in the second half. Let's see if they had a nice locker room talk. They've had a nice break. Let's see if they can get this underway here. As that's going to be good. Wow. That's going to be good for a first down for Miege. The pass was complete to number 10, Rohan Putz, who is the star receiver there for Miege. And he powers through quite a few Mustang defenders there who just could not seem to bring him down. Last year, Putz had an outstanding season with 570 yards and 7 touchdowns. There's the rush by Jalen Birch. They're going to give him around 7 or 8 yards on this one, maybe 6. Correction, they're only going to give him 4, as it's going to be 2nd and 6 now. So 2nd and 6 to Mac Armstrong and his strong arm. When Mac Armstrong's been passing, the team has been moving down the field at a much quicker rate, but he also does have 1 interception to Alonzo Morgan. So I'm sure he's going to be quite a bit more cautious. He also doesn't have much time to watch these plays develop as his line continues to crash, as that pass is complete to Rohan Putz once again. That's going to be good for a gain of 17 yards. The passes to Putz are clearly working there for Miege. As Armstrong, I'm sure, is in his head after that 1 interception, but let's see if he can get around that here. They're going to line up Armstrong and Birch in the backfield with him. Armstrong drops back. The pocket has collapsed on almost every single play he's had as he finds Putz once again, who's going to really take this ball down the field to the 19-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 13, around 13 there, as he hits Putz once again for the 3rd time in a row, getting the first down again. 21-yard line in the red zone here. They've been moving very fast at the start of this first quarter. Very high momentum to start this quarter again. And, oh my goodness, Jalen Birch takes it 21 yards to the house. He found the gaps and was able to dodge the North defenders there, weaving his way through the North defensive secondary and defensive line as he picks up his 2nd rushing touchdown of the contest, his first this half. That's going to make it 38-16 as Neenan is back to put this one through the uprights with Armstrong holding for him. So the Armstrong hold and the Pablo Montoya snap here for Neenan. There's the snap, the hold. The kick is good. Right through the uprights for Neenan. His 2nd extra point he's completed, and he's been unstoppable here. He's got 1 field goal and 2 extra point attempts. So that's going to make it 38-17 here as the Mustangs will have the ball to come out at the start here. 10:36 left in this 3rd quarter. What's going to happen with Henry Martin as he'll take the field for the first time in this second half? In the first half, Martin has been truly incredible with 5 touchdowns. 5 passing touchdowns. Pretty soon you're going to need a second hand to count how many passing touchdowns Henry Martin has in this one. And one of those being a 51-yard passing touchdown right to Cole Stratton. Beautiful placed right in his arms. So let's see what North can do on offense. Last drive, they struggled with the offensive line falling apart and the pocket collapsing quite a bit there on Henry Martin. So let's see what happens. The kick's there. Goldberg's going to take it from the 15. Going to take it out to the 27-yard line. Gain of 12 yards there on that return. Return of 12 yards. They're going to have it at the 28. It's going to be 1st and 10 Mustangs from their own 28. So let's see what this defense can do as they come out here. They haven't been able to stop Henry Martin in this Adam Pummel fast-paced, get down the field and score offense, as they've scored 5 times now. I'm very curious to see what happens here, as I'm sure you all are as well. No one in the backfield here with Martin. They're going to line up with 3 wide on the far side and 2 on the near side. Miege is going to come out in what looks to be a man defense as Henry Martin finds Cole Stratton there. Beautiful carry there to the 47-yard line. Beautiful pass by Martin. Even better run. It's going to be a gain of 19 yards there. 47-yard line. 1st and 10. Martin now with Lucas Bullock in the backfield. Bullock's been receiving quite a bit of Ivy League attention. So we'll see what happens with Lucas Bullock as the year progresses. It's going to be 2nd and 5 here for the Mustangs. So 2nd and 5 here for Henry Martin and his Mustangs. Martin's been unstoppable. Let's see if that unstoppable streak continues as he finds Cole Stratton once again. Good for a Mustang. 1st down. It's going to be good for 7 yards on that one as they're going to have the ball at the 41-yard line. Coach Trenton Headland, the quarterback coach here at Blue Valley North, I had the privilege of speaking to him, and he genuinely believes that Henry Martin is one of the most underappreciated and under-recognized quarterbacks in the state, as he doesn't have much college attention. And you know what? After this game, I may be able to say the same thing as he hands it off to Bullock. Bullock's going to run for 8 yards there. 2nd and 2. In talking to Headland, I found out another underrated player for this Mustangs roster is Cole Stratton, who obviously has been very underrated in this one for the Mustangs, as he has 1 2-point conversion and 1 beautiful touchdown. As Henry Martin passes the ball down the field to Cole Stratton. Once again, he finds him again deep for a Mustang 1st down. Mustang ball at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10. From the left hash here, Martin takes a snap. The pocket collapses. Martin's going to keep it himself, but he's going to get swallowed up there and get tackled forward for a gain of around 1. Maybe they'll give him 2. They're going to give him nothing on that one, as it's going to be 2nd and 10. The pocket really collapsed on that one, as this offensive line is young and not as experienced. It is also only the first game of the season, so the season will continue to progress. Stratton in motion. They're going to have 3 wide on the far side. He's still got Bullock in the backfield with him. So let's see what Martin does. He's going to hand it off to Bullock. Bullock's going to break free to the right. The 10, the 5. Touchdown, Blue Valley North Mustangs. Lucas Bullock, a 20-yard run right into the end zone. But their attention, folks, there is a flag on the play, a flag in the backfield. I think this could be holding. This could be a holding call here on the Mustangs. They are going to wind up calling a penalty on the Mustangs, which is not at all what the Mustangs wanted there on that beautiful run by Lucas Bullock, dodging nearly all the defenders from Miege to take it 20 yards. But you know what? Now they're going to have a very, very tough 2nd and 20. So it's going to be 2nd and 20 here as Martin drops back. The pocket once again collapses. Oh, and that's going to be a sack for Miege, their first of the game. That's going to be a sack by number 44, Jake Welsh. It's going to be a loss of around 5 yards. So 3rd and 29 for Henry Martin here, but he came out of a 3rd and 16 earlier as he tries to draw Miege off sides. This offensive line is letting through a lot of Miege defenders, as Miege looks to be in a cover 2, maybe a cover 4 here, or they could be playing man. Looks to be a man with a cover 2. As Martin's going to dish it off on a shovel pass to Lucas Bullock, who stays on his feet and then gets destroyed by Bishop Miege there as he gets clobbered for a gain of 5 yards. So it's going to be 4th and 24 here for the Mustangs, as we do have a Miege player down here. Gonna hope he's okay. He's getting to his feet. Looks to be all right here for Miege. Never want to see anyone down. And we're glad he's back on his feet. That was number 24, Jalen Birch, I believe, who went down on that play. So Birch is playing on both sides of the ball, playing cornerback and playing running back for this team. And also kick returning. They almost lost both their kick returners in the span of the same game. So the Mustangs are going to leave Henry Martin out there, not send a punting unit out on 4th and 25. Let's see what Martin can do. This is a tough one for him. To be honest, folks, this is going to be a very tough play for Henry Martin, as the fans are getting electric on the Bishop Miege side. We're not going to let this get... Martin's not going to let this get to his head, though, because that's the quarterback he is, as he's 5 yards back. Takes the snap. Oh, Martin is going to end up punting it, as that worked perfectly, as Miege is going to get down to inside the 5-yard line. Wow. Henry Martin knows how to punt. He can throw touchdown passes and punt the ball. As that was a very impressive punt. He punted it from the 34 to around the 2. And by NFL standards, having it within the 5 is incredibly impressive there. So they're going to have it at the 1-yard line. 1st and 10 for Miege from the 1. This will be tough. So let's see what Mac Armstrong can do here. You never want to be backed up in your own end zone like this. I know players hate taking snaps in the end zone, but he's going to have to here. He's going to take the snap, hand it off to Jalen Birch, who's going to get a gain of 1 or 2 yards on that one. Correction. I apologize. David Garcia got the handoff on that one, as he's going to get 2 yards. So he's getting a few carries here within this game on different first downs, as Birch went down earlier on that play, so I assume Garcia's in for the time being. So it's going to be 2nd and 8 here for the Stags from the 3-yard line. Nobody wants to be backed up this far. Beautiful punt by Henry Martin. Never thought I'd be saying that, but here we are. Oh, Armstrong's going to pass as he gets hit very hard. That pass is going to be complete, though, to Aiden Wing. Wing was in consideration for the quarterback position this year, but lost it to Mac Armstrong. So it's going to be 3rd and 5, as Armstrong just got a bit shooken up there behind the line. Both these defenses are doing a great job at getting through the offensive line and collapsing that pocket. As Armstrong takes it, rolls out left, and throws the ball to avoid the safety. Throws the ball away to avoid the safety. So here comes the special teams unit for Miege. That brings up 4th down for Miege. So here we are. I know punters hate punting from the back of their end zone, but he's going to have to. As he punts it about 26-ish yards, no, 33 yards. They're going to spot it. Nope, they're moving the spot. They're only going to give him 27 on that one. Not the punt he wanted there, but it'll be Mustang ball from the 27. So out comes Henry Martin after that drive that he probably wanted to forget about there, which led to a 4th down with the offensive line falling apart and getting some sacks there. So Henry Martin, I'm not going to let that go anywhere into his head because that's the quarterback and leader he is. He's going to come out and play beautifully here. I just know it, folks. So here comes Martin with the 1st and 10 from the 28. Beautiful field position for the Mustangs after that great defensive drive. Henry Martin, pass intended for Jackson Goldberg, but that's going to be broken up by the Bishop Miege defenders. Almost an incredible pass and even more incredible catch there by Goldberg. But they could not complete that as there were quite a few of the Bishop Miege secondary there. So, 2nd and 10. Mustangs don't need to worry here as it is still 2nd down in the 28-yard line. They're within the 30. So this is great position for the Mustangs as it is 38-17 with 5 minutes left in this 3rd quarter. They're going to call delay of game on the Mustangs as Henry Martin did not snap that one off within the 25 seconds allotted for the play clock. So that's going to put the Mustangs back. Not what they wanted to do there, as it'll be 2nd and 15 now. But you know what, folks? Not to worry with Henry Martin as your quarterback. And in other Mustang news, Blue Valley West is leading the Mustangs 4-0 in soccer. Pass complete by Jackson Goldberg for a gain of quite a bit there. They're bringing them back within the chains, as it's now going to be around 3rd down and 7, so that's a gain of 8 there. But as mentioned, the Mustangs now down 4-0 against Blue Valley West. Mustang soccer coming off a 3-2 win against Blue Valley Northwest last week. So here we are, Henry Martin with William Wallace in the backfield. The pass is complete to Lucas Bullock. Beautiful pass by Martin. Good for a gain of 25 yards and a Mustang touchdown. That is Martin's 6th passing touchdown and Lucas Bullock's 2nd touchdown reception on the contest. Found him right in the back of the end zone there. Beautiful pass for Martin as the Mustangs are now going to go for 2. 6 touchdown passes. As mentioned earlier, soon you're going to start needing 2 hands to count it. Well, now is that time, folks. You're going to need 2 hands to count how many touchdown passes Henry Martin has as the Mustangs are back for the 2-point conversion. 44-17, 4:46 left, 2-point conversion. Martin drops back, pocket collapses. He's going to get sacked by number 7 for Bishop Miege, Colin Williams. As mentioned, he is that strong senior leader there for them. So that's going to be his first sack of the contest, as the 2-point conversion is no good, but not to fret because what a touchdown pass from Henry Martin as he finds Lucas Bullock in the end zone. So after that, folks, the score is 44-17 with 4:46 left in this 3rd quarter. What'll Miege do? The offense has been rested. Not for as long as they wanted, though, because of that incredible offensive drive by the Mustangs. So let's see what this Miege offense can come out and do. You know, I'm sure that Blue Valley North defense is probably a little annoyed by how quickly that drive went, not getting the rest that they wanted on that one, but you know what? Not to fret. That one's going to be returned by Jalen Birch, who's going to be back on the field after that hit he took and went down and went off. And he's going to take it out of bounds at around the 28-yard line here. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Stags from the 28. Let's see what Mac Armstrong and that offense can whip up here. You know, this Blue Valley North defense has really surprised me. I did not expect them to come out and be as strong as they have been, holding Bishop Miege to only 17 points. Miege is one of the top front runners in the Eastern Kansas League and also in the Class 4A in the state. They're ranked in the 8-10 varsity preseason rankings. North comes in at 16 and Miege comes in at 17. That's for the whole state of Kansas. Miege comes in narrowly behind North, as a lot of teams realize how young they are. As this one is a handoff to David Garcia, who's going to take it for no gain, as it's going to be 2nd and 10. So, folks, here we are. Mac Armstrong. Let's see what he can do. Armstrong's going to keep it. And that's going to be a sack for the Mustangs. Credit that one to number 8, Sam Harbor. Harbor comes away with the sack, his first. So it's going to be 3rd and 17 for Mac Armstrong in this offense. And a huge thank you to tonight's camera operator, Ellie Goldberg. Ellie, thank you for all your help. All right, here we are. Mac Armstrong, 3rd and 17. Oh, fumble on the play. Picked up by Miege, though. As that's going to bring them back to the 2-yard line. They're going to have a 4th and what feels like forever situation coming up here. I think it'll be a 4th and 36 here. As Armstrong gets sacked, drops the ball, and it's recovered by Miege. Fourth and quite a bit here. Once again, a thank you to tonight's camera operator, Ellie Goldberg. So, folks, let's see what happens on this punt here. He's going to punt it to Goldberg, who's going to take it from the 30, and he's going to call a fair catch on that one as Miege was ready to swallow him up on that one. Goldberg playing it smart and not running that one out. So it'll be Mustangs at the 30. Let's see what Henry Martin will come out and do again here. He's already got 6 touchdown passes, making the score 44-17. So here we go. Martin from the 30. He's going to have William Wallace in the backfield with him. As Martin takes a snap, hands it off to William Wallace. Wallace is going to run it. Tries to go to the outside, and it does successfully. Almost gets stopped up there by Jalen Birch on defense, who just had an incredible offensive drive for Miege. He's one of their star players, as he can play on both sides of the ball and play incredibly well. So that's going to be a gain of 5 yards on that run by William Wallace for 2nd and 5. So Henry Martin back there in the backfield, looking to get a read from Coach Pummel on what to do offensively here. As it's 2nd and 5, they're going to send Wallace back into the backfield with Martin. Martin drops back the pass. Oh, pass intended for Mackay Miller. Mackay makes an impressive jump over the Miege secondary, but it's not enough as he could not come away with that completion. So that's going to make it 3rd and 5 here for the Mustangs. A tough position to be in if you're a Mustang. But you know what? Henry Martin will lead them through this as he's completed on 3rd down quite a few times tonight. So here we are, 3rd down and 5. Martin takes a snap, drops back, the pass. This one intended for Goldberg, and it's caught. The pass is going to be good for 22 yards to Jackson Goldberg. Good for a Mustang. 1st down and 10. 1st and goal for the Mustangs from the 4-yard line. Beautiful pass by Martin to Goldberg. Pocket collapsing, not a care in the world by Henry Martin. Pockets collapsing, defenders right on him. He doesn't care. He'll sling it down the field just like that every time as they're going to hand it off to William Wallace, who's going to break through the middle. That's good for a Mustang. Touchdown! William Wallace with this one. William Wallace runs it 5 yards right up the middle. Create a great gap created there by the Blue Valley North offensive line. I'm truly impressed by that blocking and the blocking patterns there, as they are going to go for an extra point attempt now. So Caleb Asjes takes the extra point. And it's good! Right through the uprights. Mustangs, extra point. 51-17, folks. 1:50 left in this 3rd quarter as it is 51-17. Think about that for a second. 7 touchdowns scored by the Mustangs. 6 passes by Henry Martin. 1 a rush from William Wallace. And the point after is good. All right, folks. 51-17, Mustangs ahead. There's not much more I can say after that drive. Beautiful pass by Martin. Gets him down the field. Beautiful pass to Jackson Goldberg. Gets him down the field. And Lucas Bullock runs it right up the middle for that touchdown. Jackson Goldberg, only a junior. Still got next season with the team. As the kick is up from the Mustangs. A great kickoff there. And I believe that's Jack Baird who's going to receive that one. Some great blocking by Miege as well, as he's going to return that for around 21 yards and take it out to the Miege 21-yard line. So they've got it at the 21-yard line. Miege coming out. Can Mac Armstrong cook something up here for Miege? I know we've been saying that a lot tonight. Can he? Let's find out, folks. Let us find out and see what Mac Armstrong can do in a situation like this. Only a junior hasn't been put in a ton of stressful situations like this, as they had some great senior leadership in quarterback last season. So let's see what happens here. Takes a snap. Pass is complete to his receiver. Once again, his pass is complete to number 10, Rohan Poots. No, incorrect. I am incorrect on that. Apologies. Pass is complete to Tommy Wright. I've been saying incorrect things quite a bit tonight, and I apologize, folks. But that one complete to Tommy Wright. Good for a 1st down, 1st and 10. So let's see if Mac Armstrong can continue that positive energy, as that one's broken up by the Mustangs. That one broken up by Anthony Andrews, junior linebacker there. That one's intended for Rohan Poots. You know, he's pretty short, only at 5'8", compared to a lot of these other guys who are monstrous out there. So let's see what happens. 2nd and 10 from the 31. Armstrong's got to forget that happened, get it out of his head, and continue on with. They're going to run 2 wide on the right, 2 on the left. As his pass is complete there to who I believe to be Tommy Wright, number 19, once again. Once again complete to Tommy Wright for the first down. So that's what Armstrong needed mentally there. That first down could be a key turning point for him in this quarter, but when you're down 51-17 like this against this incredible Blue Valley North Mustang team, down 34 points, it'll be a tough one to come back. But it's been done. I've seen a bigger comeback as that ball is taken beautifully by Jalen Birch for a phenomenal run around 13 yards there. It's going to be a 1st down and 10. They're going to have the 1st down from the 42-yard line here. So they've got it at the 42. Let's see what Mac Armstrong can do. So he's going to take it and once again go to Tommy Wright. Tommy Wright's going to take this and go for 15 yards. That's going to be a Miege 1st down. 30 seconds left. He gets out of bounds, so that stops the clock. But is this what Miege needed? Could this be what they needed in order to continue in this game? It could be, but we will find out. 2nd string quarterback Sam Jones has taken a few reps on the sideline there for Blue Valley North as they're ahead by 34 in this one. It's going to be 2nd and 11 as Miege loses a yard on that one. So that's going to conclude the 3rd quarter. The score's going to be 51-17. Mustangs are up. So let's see what happens in this 4th quarter here. It's intense. Blue Valley North playing incredible football today. This could be exactly what they need to continue on. This is what they need to continue on at the 6A level and maybe even win another 6A state championship like they did a few years ago under leadership from quarterback Graham Mertz. Speaking of Graham Mertz is now at Wisconsin University and is a quarterback for the Badgers. Wisconsin takes on Penn State this weekend, Saturday, September 4th at 11 a.m. Should be a phenomenal game for the two of them. Last season, Graham Mertz played incredibly. So let's see. I'm very curious to see what he and the Badgers can do again this season. As we're back with Mac Armstrong here. So he's got his 2nd and 11 here. What can Mac Armstrong do? Armstrong takes a snap. There's going to be a flag. False start here. I think they're going to call this one on number very confused on who they called that on, but I believe it could have been number 5, Aiden Wing, but I'm not 100% sure who they called that one on, to be quite honest. But it's going to be a false start, which pushes them back 5 yards, so it's 2nd and 16 now for Miege. Miege taking their sweet time here as the game clock still hasn't started for the 4th quarter. Armstrong takes a snap. Beautiful pass, drops it right in the pocket. Right in the hands intended for Tommy Wright, but just overthrew him a tiny bit as Wright had to dive and couldn't get to that one. White was pretty covered there by Alonzo Morgan. Alonzo's a junior with great leadership, already has an interception this game, and is a phenomenal football player. The ref's going to run this ball back. They're going to put it at the 33-yard line. Well, folks, this one's pretty much all but decided here as it's 51-17, but I don't want to get too ahead of ourselves as there still is 12 minutes left. With 11:55 left and this final quarter of play, Armstrong takes the snap. He's got room. He had room to run, but he's going to pass it anyway. It's going to be another incomplete pass for Mac Armstrong as we have a Mustang down. This is not good. We have a Mustang down and holding to his knee. Can't quite tell who it is, but this is not what we want for the Mustangs with this explosive defensive line. Second injury of the game here. Second big injury of the game here for both teams. But you know what, folks? We're really hoping these young men are going to be okay. I think it might just be a bit of a case of cramping as he's getting stretched out there on the field. And I think all will be well. He's okay. He gets up, and he's walking off the field. That's Wanye Crofton, not a player you want to go down like that, as he is one of the more incredible players on this Blue Valley North roster. He's already got 2 sacks of the season and on this game, and you don't want him to go down like that as the crowd starts chanting his name as he walks off the field. So it's going to be 4th and 16 for Miege. They're going to have to go for it as they've got nothing they can do here. If Miege is successful on this one, this could be a turning point here, but I do think, folks, if North stops them here, it'll be interesting to see what happens as Mac Armstrong pass is intercepted by the Mustangs. Interception, Mustangs, but there is a flag on the field, folks. There is a flag after the Mustang interception. I believe that was number 30, Maze Dixon. No. Maze Mickens. Correction. No, that was incorrect. A little confused as to what happened there. But it'll be Mustang ball coming out here. They're going to have it at the 20-yard line after that interception by the Mustang secondary. All right, let's see what's going to happen with this Mustangs as they sent out Sam Jones to play quarterback here. They're going to run it up the middle there with number 22, Austin Bolton. Austin Bolton is a sophomore. Austin Bolton from Overland Trail Middle School was one of the star players over there at OTMS a couple years ago, his 8th grade season. So they put in some of the younger kids here for the Blue Valley North Mustangs. Jones takes the snap, going to hand it off to Bolton again, as Austin Bolton is going to run that for around 5 yards, as that's going to be 3rd and 3. Bolton's got 7 yards to his name so far. This is exactly how this Mustang team wanted this first game to go. I don't think they could have scripted this up any better. So Sam Jones back there, our quarterback. Sam Jones is a junior here. Timeout called by the Mustangs as the communication was a bit off there. Not sure if Jones could tell what play they were calling, or if he was sure what was going on there, or if the Mustang coaches were sure. So they're going to touch bases here and make sure they can get that under control. In more Eastern Kansas League news, the Blue Valley Northwest Huskies just finished up a volleyball match against the Olathe East Hawks, winning each set, finishing it 3-0. Blue Valley Northwest wins. Great for the Eastern Kansas League to start off with a win like that. Blue Valley North Volleyball has played 2 great matches so far, and they've done some incredible winning, coached by Matt Allen. So it's going to be 3rd and 4 here for Jones and the Mustangs. Jones is going to pass. That pass is complete. And he's going to stay in bounds. Sam Jones pass complete to Alec Bauer, and Bauer narrowly stays in bounds there, but that's going to be good for a Mustang first down. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line for Sam Jones and the Mustangs after he completes that incredible pass. Sam Jones, the quarterback, his father is a social studies teacher at Blue Valley North High School. Jones takes a snap, hands it off to Bolton. Austin Bolton powers through, going to be good for a gain of 5. There is a flag in the backfield, folks. So the score is 51-17 with 10 minutes left in this 4th quarter. It's been a relatively slow 4th quarter. So that penalty puts the Mustangs back 10 yards as it's now 1st and 20 for the Mustangs. Let's see what Jones in this offense can cook up. They're putting in the younger squad here as the Mustangs are ahead by quite a bit. 34 points to be exact. As Jones's pass is complete, his 2nd completion. This one only good for 2. That one's going to be caught by number 33, Drew Jacoby, a junior. But this Mustang team incredible. All right, 2nd and 17, Jones. Jones is back. He's going to take the snap, hands it off to Bolton. Bolton's going to run it up and get 2 yards. As it's now going to be 3rd down and 15. The Mustangs here are going to try and juice some time off this clock as there's still 9 minutes left. So they're going to wait for the play clock to go down as the clock will continue to run. folks, here we are. Oh, going to call a flag here. Going to be a false start. Looks like it's on number 38, Gabe Tywater, junior wide receiver for the Mustangs, standing at 5'11", 135 pounds. So that's going to push the Mustangs back even further. And that's also not what the Mustangs wanted there, as that stops the clock. I'm sure they wanted that clock to continue moving, to continue to draw time off this clock, as it's sitting at 8:21 now with a 34-point difference. The clock's still going to run. The clock's starting back up. Blue Valley North Mustangs playing absolutely incredible football as Austin Bolton gets stopped up way behind the line there. It's going to be a loss of 5 yards as the offensive line could not handle the Miege pressure on that one. So it's going to be fourth down, around 4th and 20 here. So let's see what happens. Will Sam Jones do a little punting like Henry Martin did, or maybe they'll even send out Martin to punt? I do think it's a good idea. Right now the Mustangs are sitting many other key offensive starters, including Lucas Bullock, Mekhi Miller, and Henry Martin, and Jackson Goldberg. Many other star players on offense, as they don't want them to get hurt. So they're going to call a timeout here by the Mustangs. Mustangs call a timeout. So we've got some time here. I think the Mustangs unsure of what they were going to do on fourth down there. Henry Martin getting his helmet on and running over to the huddle there. I think they may send Henry Martin back out there to punt, as he did it well earlier. Why not do it again? So we'll see what happens with this Mustang squad here. A huge thank you to Blue Valley North Athletic Director Kelly Curley for letting us do this broadcast today, and continuing to support all of her students and athletic programs. Let's hear it for Kelly Curley. Thank you. Well, folks, 7:19 left, 51-17 Mustangs. This one's getting a bit out of hand. But the Mustangs don't want to get any star players hurt here. It is not their goal. All right, here we are. Looks like they're going to punt here. Going to let the kicker punt it. Oh, he kicks it. He punts it off the back of his own player and gets tackled in the process. So looks like there might be a roughing the kicker call on that one, as he is banged up walking off the field. So let's see what the call is here. I'm not 100% sure if the refs made an announcement on what the call is here. Well, folks, the Blue Valley North Mustangs are going to take on the Blue Valley West Jaguars here next week at the District Athletic Complex. It'll be another home game for the Mustangs. Time is pending. That's going to be next Friday, September 10th. Come back here for another live stream of that one as well. We hope to live stream all of the games this season. So next Friday, the Mustangs take on Blue Valley West. Blue Valley West defensive coordinator Danny Catanzaro does happen to be my cousin, but Coach Cat over there at Blue Valley West has drawn up an incredible defense, so let's see what Henry Martin can do against Coach Cat's defense. As the I believe that we will win chants start coming from the student section, we've got 7:12 left. 34-point game here. So the Mustangs have a pretty difficult schedule. It's going to be 1st and 10 here for Miege from the 40-yard line. The Mustangs have a difficult schedule as they're playing every Eastern Kansas League team, every team in the EKL, which is very, very tough because the EKL is, well, good. They're also adding in Lee Summit North, who had a pretty good season last year and produced some quarterback that they call Drew Locke or something like that. Drew Locke happens to come out of Lee Summit North. Drew Locke came from Mizzou after that, went from Lee Summit North to Mizzou, and from there is now starting for the Denver Broncos. So let's see what Blue Valley North can do against Lee Summit North, the other Broncos that Drew Locke played for. But as Coach Hedlund said, they're taking it one game at a time, and that's in 3 weeks. So let's take this one game at a time and focus on this one. All right, folks, let's see what happens here. It's going to be 4th down and around 12 here for the Mustangs. See if they can punt again. This punt does not go off the backside of a defender, so I would call that a successful punt. Takes a bounce at the 50 and gets downed at around the 45 or 46 yard line. They're going to call it the 45. Miege is going to take over. I'm sure this Miege offense is feeling a bit gassed here. Not a ton left in the tank, as I'm sure energy is depleted, as it definitely has within the Miege student section. The North student section is just as lively as ever, as this is the first game they've been at in a year. So Armstrong takes it for Miege in the backfield. So that's going to be a successful run there by David Garcia. That's going to be a gain of 8 yards. So that's going to be 2nd and 2 here for Garcia and the Miege Stags. So a phenomenal game for the Mustangs. Great, strong first half start. Slowed in the second half as they didn't really need much left. Oh, Armstrong gets destroyed behind the line, but too bad he didn't have the ball as Garcia keeps it. And Garcia takes it to the 25-yard line. The Miege fans are not happy about that one as Armstrong got clobbered behind the line. He had already handed off the ball. North was unaware. So it's going to be Miege 1st and 10 from the 24. 6:20 left on the clock. $34-point differential between the two teams. 34-point difference. A great way to start the season for the Mustangs, as Mac Armstrong passes it to number 19. Number 19, Tommy Wright, is going to take that for a gain of around 7 yards, as it's going to be 2nd and 3. So I assume North's thought process here in this defensive drive is it's okay if Miege scores, as, well, quite a bit of cushion there for the Mustangs. But knowing this defense and this team, they're still going to work very hard and put in a ton of effort to stop this Miege team as David Garcia takes it up the middle. He's going to take it from the 19-yard line to around the 9 for about a gain of 10 yards. It's going to be 1st and goal for Miege. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for sticking with us this far. If you've stayed this far, we hope you continue to stay with the rest of this broadcast and tune in future weeks as Armstrong takes it. His pass is complete for a Miege touchdown. That one is good to number 10. Rohan boots, but there is a flag in the backfield. Miege's Armstrong's first touchdown pass to his receiver Poots, but there's a flag. So this one may be coming back, folks. Oh, they're going to call roughing the passer on the Mustangs. So it stands 51-23 now as Miege gets the touchdown. Armstrong throws the pass. And he throws it to Poots. His first receiving touchdown of the game. As the extra point is right through the middle of the uprights. No surprise there from Stephen Neenan as he makes his third point-after attempt to go on top of his field goal. Stephen Neenan's responsible for 6 of the 24 points today for Miege. That's 25% of their points is due to their kicker. Kickers are important, folks. So we're going to have 4:55 left with a score of 51-24. Mustangs up. Sure, the Mustangs will be running the ball a lot in this drive as they want to run the clock down and take as much time off as they can. So that penalty on that last play is going to be enforced on the kickoff, and they're going to get to take it from the other 45-yard line now. So let's see what Stephen Neenan can do with this one. There's the kick. It's a squib kick. Tried to onside. Oh, my goodness. It's going to be returned by number 34, Tyon Jones. Tyon, a sophomore. And it truly looked like he could have had all of that one. Could have taken that one to the house, but Bishop Miege gets in the way on that one. Beautiful return there by Tyon Jones as that pass took some weird bounces. That kick took some weird bounces. So let's see what the Mustangs can draw up on offense here. Very curious to see. Mustang sideline getting a bit rowdy and starting to get on the field. As Coach Adam Pummel is not a huge fan of that, as that could penalize the team potentially, as they hand it off to Austin Bolton. Bolton's going to get no yards on that one, but it's going to be okay because it's 2nd and 10, and the clock is still running. I hate to say it, folks, but I think this one may be all but over, as it is 51-24 Mustangs with 4:20 left. So let's see what happens for the Mustangs here. They're going to hand it off to Bolton again. He's going to lose a yard on that one. I believe that's Tyler Maslowski back there at quarterback. He's a sophomore back there at quarterback for right now. As mentioned, the Mustangs are up substantially. So the Mustangs are up by 27 here with 3 minutes left and the clock running. So let's see what the Mustangs can do here. 3rd down and 10. Probably going to be a run again. They might pass. We'll see what happens. Play action. Maslowski's going to keep it himself and get sacked behind the line for a loss of 2 yards. Maslowski gets sacked, losing 2 yards, making it 4th and 12. So, what are the Mustangs going to do on 4th down? Are they going to go for it? Maybe Maslowski will take the punt. Maybe they'll send in someone else to punt. Maybe Graham Mertz will punt. Nope, looks like they're going to send out Caleb Ozes, who's going to punt it away just like he did last time. He's got 1 extra point to his name today. The snap's a bit high for him, but the punt is beautiful, as it's going to bounce at the 25-yard line and be downed within the 20 by number 23, Alec Bauer. In other sporting news in the state of Kansas, Cleveland is now ahead 4-1 against the Kansas City Royals. Folks, boy, has it been great to be back at a football stadium filled with fans and the marching band. The Blue Valley North Mustang Band is incredible, led by Dan Freeman and Joel Wagner. And the student section is incredible, providing so much energy to this Blue Valley North Mustang team. As here comes Miege to take what may be the final drive of the game. There may be one more. We will find out. This is a new quarterback in for Miege, as they're going to hand it off to number 21, Raheem Hirsch. So in for Miege, quarterback is number 8, Charlie Voss, and he's a sophomore. It's great to see the sophomores out there getting the representation that they can. With the time now within 2 minutes, it's 2nd and 4 for Miege. They're going to hand it off again to number 21, Raheem Hirsch, who's going to run it for about a gain of 1 yard. A pretty long run horizontally, but not more so vertically. Didn't go as up the field as he wanted, but went side to side. It's going to take the snap and hand it off to Hirsch again, who's going to break to the left this time and gets swallowed up by number 27, Amon Shaw. Amon Shaw, another Overland Trail Middle School student, just like Austin Bolton. Both incredibly fast and incredible athletes. Folks, thank you all for tuning in to this one today as Blue Valley North comes up with the win. 45 seconds left on the clock as Hirsch runs it into a wall of North defenders there. It is going to be 2nd down and about 2, but I think they're going to wait this one out, folks. Well, Miege is looking like they want to run one more play, which does surprise me. With this offside call, we bring you to some other football news. This is college football. Minnesota is holding their own against Ohio State, a very strong powerhouse, both in the same conference as Graham Mertz. 24-21 Ohio State with 6 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Those teams will likely face Graham Mertz this season and the Wisconsin Badgers, who used to play for Blue Valley North and led this team to a state championship. As Hirsch takes the run, and time will expire here at the Blue Valley District Athletic Complex. The first game of the season, Bishop Miege 24, Blue Valley North 51. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in tonight. This is Jack Hancock signing off for the Mustangs. See you next week. Go Mustangs!